money. Do you need an assistant to count money? I'm available. Just letting you know.
Together we go around with questions, sir. I think you'll get more money.
Oh yeah. Since if you're looking together, I have 2 assistants right now. Alright, now we've spoken to everyone. It's been a while since this girl has come home. Rashmika, firstly, namaskara. I'm going to ask you a good old sweet question like an uncle from Malaysia. ಹೇಗಿದೆಯಮ್ಮ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I think the press, the people in Bengaluru, all of them love you and they're excited to have you here. Man, you've just gone from, I don't know, you're like, you have like a jet bag or a jet bag with you, you just keep jetting from one place to the other. What is it like to work on Animal with such a huge and big cast and crew?
ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯುರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೋಸ್ಕರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ as far as I remember, I was cast in the film 10 days before we started rolling, is what Sandeep sir told me. So it was just immediate. Suddenly I got a call from my manager saying, Sandeep sir is looking for you for Animal film. So I was like, but me? Why me? How come? But I feel like it's just pure trust. Sandeep sir Melero trust, and also cast and crew Melero trust. I just immediately in a day I think I just said yes, because Sandeep sir bandu on small line ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನೋಡು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್, ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a film that I would want to be a part of, to tell it to the world. So then I remember being cast, and the first day I had look test with RK, and I don't know, it just didn't feel like out of place. I think it's just the way he makes people feel that he works with. I immediately was like, sir, like how's the pair looking? Like it's important to look good on screen if you're performing with each other, right? So hegidanta kelidre, he was like, it's so good that it's matching. Like it's a good combination of south and north coming together and looking beautiful. So I was like, oh, so if that is a tick mark, I think we can like have fun with this. So that's why we started.
That's amazing. Ranbir, I want to ask you, what's your inner animal like?
My inner animal is a very docile animal. I am more of a, I would like to say, a baby elephant who's always around its family. Elephants always roam with their family and close ones. So I would say elephant is my inner animal. What's yours?
My inner animal goes back home and sleeps at 9 o'clock. I'm not exactly nocturnal. I want to ask you this question, Ranbir. I mean, we were just mentioning a 6:45 a.m. show. It's not very common with Hindi films, if I'm right, to have a 6:45 or a 4 o'clock show.
Well, I think we've been seeing this trend in the last couple of years, and especially so many films from the south, have made such a huge impact.
Yeah, that's very common here.
Yes, I've been starting with KGF, Kantara, if I can, that's the right way to say it, Kantara.
Yeah.
Kantara. Then there is Bahubali, RRR, Pushpa. I think with Jawan also they really grow through in the southern market. I think that's the love of the audience. When a film works, when the story clicks, the audience wants to go and celebrate, the audience wants to go out and have fun, have a collective, immersive experience at the movies. It's never happened to me. I've never ever witnessed something like this. Whatever is happening with Animal, the reactions to the trailer, the teaser, the songs, now Sir is saying that there are morning shows. It's definitely not happened with any film of mine. So I'm just filled with a lot of gratitude. That all of this is happening too often.
And we truly hope that the film is a huge success. Let's give Ranbir a big round of applause once again. Bobby sir, I want to ask you this question. In the 90s, there was no internet. But for some reason, the spoiler was out Kajal was the killer in Coke. Okay, I don't know how and why it reached people, but it reached
I
people.
think every kid after they saw the film, they were standing outside the theatre and just telling everyone before
Telling everybody else, right?
Kajol ne mara, Kajol ne mara.
Yeah. Now that we live in a time of instant gratification. Are there any spoilers here that you can tell us about already?
Well, actually, I am Ranbir's imagination. I don't exist.
Or maybe you could be a cannibal also.
I could be a cannibal also.
No?
I mean, all time.
Or maybe like a wolfman. Who turns into a wolf at night? Vedia.
But Wolfman is...
Wolfman is just a cool way of saying.
Alright, now we're talking about Wolfman. Clearly we've run out of things to talk about. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's just open it up to the press, friends from the press. We'll take a few questions. Himatra, Yanandru, questions, and then Naidu, just raise your hand and the mic will come to you and you can answer your questions. Just setting the rules right. 1 second, just setting the rules, sir. Personal questions, yeah, okay, great. Naidu, let's keep it to the film. Let's make this fun. Let's make this evening engaging. I saw a few hands up. Sir, please. Yes. Good evening, sir. No problem, sir. Stand up. The mic will reach you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. My question is to Ranbir, sir. एक्टर हूँ, लेकिन उसमें बड़ी बात ये बनती है फैमिली बैकग्राउंड से ही आपको ये अटैच है एक्टिंग का. When it comes to एनिमल, कुछ सीन्स मुझे पर्सनली लगा के आपके पापा के साथ जो आप बातचीत करते थे, इस फिल्म मतलब फिल्म का ट्रैवलिंग अलग है, लेकिन when it comes to story line, is there any connectivity factor with your father?
Well, I think subconsciously, of course, I unfortunately lost my father very recently. And it's only after that I started anime. तो जब हम सीन्स करते थे, जब संदीप मुझे सीन सुनाता था या समझाता था कि मुझे ऐसा कुछ फादर सन डायनामिक करना है, तो सबकॉन्शियसली बहुत ऐसे थॉट्स आते थे, बहुत ऐसे पल एंड मोमेंट्स है that you have shared with your father that I could relate to, and जब ऐसे पल आते हैं, ऐसे moments आते हैं when you're making a movie, I feel the emotions get more real, and when the emotions get more real, the audience feel it more. एक ज़्यादा एक कनेक्ट हो जाता है एक कैरेक्टर के साथ. तो ये कोशिश है, not with just animal, with every film, as an actor, it's your job, it's your duty, not even a job, it's your duty to really make the audience feel a sense of connect, a sense of, yeah, I've also gone through this, so I can understand what this character is feeling. I think once you do that, then the audience really gives you a lot of love. And I think that's the duty of all us actors.
Thank you, sir. That's a great question. Thank you. What's the next question? I saw somebody else with yours as well. Sir, the white t-shirt first. Sir, I'll come back to you, sir. I'll come back to you. He raised his hand before. Namaskar, sir. Okay.
Sir, namaskar. Arjun from Update Magazine. Sir, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು weight gain ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್?
Sorry, sir. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಡಿ weight ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್?
Understood. The question is to you. Actually, 2 ಜನ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಡಿ ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್?
ರಣಬೀರ್ ಸರ್.
ರಣಬೀರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ.
ಅವ್ರ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಬಾಡಿ.
We'll ask Bobby sir this question. So he's very curious about your fitness routine, sir. How did you manage to get like this fit? Did you have to lose weight, put on weight? What did you do? What is your process like?
It's not that easy. You have to you have to be really focused. It's like you can't eat. You have to eat the right amount of calories. You have to work out every day. You do that for the movie, and I think Ranbir and me went through the same process. It was like it's sweet torture because it's torture, but when you look at ourselves in the mirror, it feels sweet.
जब हम क्लाइमैक्स शूट कर रहे थे in London, we both had to remove our shirts for like 15 days. We had to fight, and it was like some 0 degrees, -2 degrees sometimes, with a strong wind chill factor. Just to do that, and then shoot for 12 hours, go back to the hotel, wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym. I think that entire schedule was such a hard schedule, but we enjoyed doing it so much. We enjoyed each other's company so much that between because there was so much of warmth.
The warmest moment was physically when I was lying on top of him.
I guess that's where the warmth came from. Alright, let's get the next one. Sir, yes, good evening, sir, please.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ರಶ್ಮಿಕಾ ಮಂದಣ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ನಾನು ನವೀನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಚಿತ್ತಾರ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಿಂದ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟಫ್ ಅನ್ಸಿರೋ ಸೀನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಝೂ ಕೀಪರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೊಂದು ನನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಟಫ್ ಸೀನ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನ್. It's called the Karwa Chauth scene. That's how we call it for the reference. So that was the hardest thing that I did in my entire career.
It was I think some close to 18 to 20 pages of dialogue, and we got it 2 days before the scene.
Yeah, and I feel like, I think how many takes was it? It was just like no cut time, you know, separating the take, the whole thing we just rolled and we just got it, and the attempt was getting it as single take as possible, because that's what the feeling was, that's how the emotional was and the intensity was. So adon tumba kashta agittu, and I think the rest of it ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಣಬೀರ್. I didn't really get the opportunity to work with Bobby sir, but I wish I did. That's cute. But yeah, I think it's just who I worked with, they got the best of me, and ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್.
Rashmika, but are intense films fun to work on? Or is
It's
yeah?
Yeah, I love it. This was the first encounter that I got to work in such a intense and yet a raw film, but I loved it. Now I'm addicted to it. So now I'm going and telling Sandeep sir, you've showed me some whole new world. How am I going to go and do anything else anywhere? You know?
Thank you, sir. Lovely question. Alright, wow, more hands coming up. Okay. So in the suit. Please, sir. Please. In question yet, sir.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಂಬಲ್ ನೋಗರಾಜ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
रणबीर जी नमस्कार. बेंगलुरु के लिए आए हैं. एनिमल में तो आप ऑसम, सुपर. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि यालगर मूवी जो संजय दत्त की मूवी थी, वो मूवी का इंस्पिरेशन में ये एनिमल है कहने के मैंने सुना था. Is it true?
No, not at all. I think जो उनकी पहला शॉट है ट्रेलर का, बहुत लोगों को ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं संजू सर के जैसे दिख रहा हूँ, because I've done his biopic, क्योंकि लंबे बाल हैं, clean shave. But no, there was no reference, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. मैं हमेशा ये कहते जा रहा हूँ through this promotion campaign that संदीप बंगा is such an original filmmaker कि जब भी वो मुझे एक नया सीन सुनाते थे, मेरे दिमाग में ऐसा कोई रेफरेंस ही नहीं था हॉलीवुड का या साउथ फिल्मों का या नॉर्थ फिल्मों का. इतने नए तरीके से वो हर चीज़ को दिखाते हैं सिनेमा में, जिस तरीके से वो सोचते हैं, जिस तरीके से वो लिखते हैं, कि इसका कोई रेफरेंस नहीं था. तो डेफिनेटली यंगार is one of the great films of cinema and we really enjoy it. But एनिमल का कोई इंस्पिरेशन नहीं है उसमें.
इसमें जो मूवी है, अभी मैंने रिसेंटली ट्विटर में भी देखा था, जो डायरेक्टर ने
हो जाते तो कलेक्शन भी मिस हो जाता है. नहीं, to be honest, cinema है. You know, we are not releasing a film this long because we feel arrogant about it. We felt that the story required this amount of time to reach the audience, you know, in the best way possible. And we have actually, all of us have seen a cut of this film which was 3 hours 49 minutes, and that also had, you know, वो भी entertaining था. But Sandeep has worked very hard to bring the length down because you cannot stretch it that much also. But we are hoping that the audiences don't get, panicked by the length, because just come and experience cinema at its best.
Thank you so much.
Those 31 minutes that were cut, I was in the film.
Oh,
Not kidding, I know.
I'm also sorry if I may add, sir. I feel like this film now is a film with multiple complex characters. If you take one character and make a movie out of it, it can be a movie itself. So I feel like if you have to enter their world and understand from what psyche they're coming, you need so much time. So I think that is the instinct that we have gone by, and the film is so strong and it holds so well that I don't think it's something to worry about. But I think tomorrow the audience is also going to say the same thing, so that's what we look forward to.
And just to prepare you, the genre of the film is a family crime drama. It's not just an action film. It's got a gamut of emotions. But yeah, like just to take forward to what Rashmika was saying, that every character, if it's a small part or a large part, they are such complex characters that you will really enjoy seeing it unfold over this time. You know, we've been very, very careful, and we've been very correct that not to bore the audience with this film.
Bhushan bhai, I have a question for you. There's a certain actor in your film who's repackaged, repurposed, and keeps getting better and better and better, just like these series. First heard him on the cassettes, then on CDs and DVDs, now he's on streaming, he's everywhere, and he's the in man, he's with everything. We haven't mentioned him, Mr. Ranbir Kapoor. We should give him a round of applause because he's just unbelievable. I mean, what was it like to work with him? And I'm sure you've known the family for a very long time.
Absolutely, I know him from a long time, and he used to know my father very well too. And he's a very special part of the film. He has done a fabulous, obviously we all know about his performance. So he has done a great part in this film. He's playing his father, and we have seen in the trailer. So we are missing him today. He was not able to make it, but he's joining us next in Hyderabad.
Also, if I'm right, Anil sir start ಮಾಡಿದ debut Kannada cinema ಐತಲ್ಲ? He started development, great to have him here. Alright, let's get to another question. Yes sir, please.
ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಒಂದು
ಉತ್ತರನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ.
ರಣಬೀರ್ ಸರ್ಗೆ
ನಾನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ತಂದೆ ಮಗನ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯ. ಒಂದೇ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಕ್ತ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ
ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತದು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ. You understood?
Yeah.
See, I tell you what, basically, Mr. Sandeep Banga Reddy, the creative director of this film, said, I'll show you what violence means. He said that, did he say to you personally, sir?
He said one in an interview. Yeah.
Correct. So he said, no, of course, all of us have seen it, so it's common knowledge. Then, he's made a film where there is a father and son relationship, and there is, I'll show you what violence is. So his question is great, he's asking, where did the balance come from and how did the balance come?
What balance?
Of, I'll show you what violence is, to saying this is father-son relationship.
I think the balance is what the audiences will decide. As filmmakers, as artists, we've just been very conscious of making an entertaining, cinematic product. But on 1st of December, I think is when we really understand the balance of violence. Having said that, violence is not just dishu, it's also violence in the mind. It's what the thoughts can be very violent, and I think the thoughts in the film are way more violent than the actions.
Awesome, thank you. Yes, young man, what is your question, sir?
Good evening, all. Karthik from Kannada TV. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ರಶ್ಮಿಕಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ರಶ್ಮಿಕಾ ಅವರೇ, ಹಾಯ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಫಿಲಂ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಿಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಎರಾಯಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
I think ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಹೌ ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಟೆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ವಿಚ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್. So in the end of the day, I think it's a trust with the director, and to some extent you can ask the director, sir, is this okay or not? But yavattu the director is like, this is what I want, then you go with it, because you do the film because you trust the director, not because you are foreseeing that this is going to be a massive hit. Nobody can do that. It's a blind trust with the director and the team that you're working with, and I feel like that's what I've done as an actor. And me playing Geetanjali, like a character which is so raw and beautiful and real, without all the sugarcoating or without any filter, is the most beautiful character that I have done. And it is Sandeep sir's way of convincing audience about love, and there are different ways of it. But this is the story that he has to say, and I trusted him, and yeah, that's what it is for me.
Thank you, Rashmika. Thank you.
Hi, this is Harsha.
Hello. No, of course you are. You are a towering personality.
Thank you. Ranbir, so you look class in this outfit and mass in the trailer. This is the compliment I want to give to you.
Thank you so much.
And my question is to Bobby sir.
Oh, okay.
It's a rookie.
1 second. Why no compliment? He's looking mass over here also.
So my next question is to Bobby sir. Sir, you have already won 1 million of hearts through acting, and the massive transformation that we have seen in this film. I just love the trailer. Sir, do you have any cheat meal? Do you follow the cheat meal in your diet?
Cheat meal?
No, you have to follow a diet and do a cheat meal. You can't follow cheat meal.
Do you have any cheat day like in your diet?
Well,
if I can remind you, after the 15 days of action that we shot, we had 1 day of a cheat meal, and all the restaurants were shut, so we ended up going to Burger King.
yeah, we went, no, McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, no, you really have, an actor has to sacrifice a lot. His time, with his family, with his friends, and when you prepare, you have to sacrifice with what you desire the most, and that's food. I love chocolates. I have a sweet tooth. But when you know that when you're playing a character, you've been given an opportunity to work with Santhu and his whole cast, you want to give your best to it. And so that makes it easy for you to not have a cheat meal. Though that one cheat meal you have after you finish your work is like bliss. It's like a magical meal. But yeah, you can't have cheat meals. But yeah, you tend to change your diet up and down. You increase your carbs sometimes you just decrease it. Just that your body looks better on screen.
So you and Bhushan sir are more like a brothers. You have been known from long time.
Are you giving him also compliments? He also looking class and mass?
No, sir was looking class in this outfit like black. It suits everything.
Yeah, we all look like brothers. So does
Rashmika sakala kantiddira. Sakala kantiddira.
Okay, madam, you compliment pretty. Another question is there.
Questions ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೆ ಬಾಬಿ ಸರ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೆ.
Producer sir ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು question ಇಲ್ವಾ?
Producer sir ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಬಿ ಸರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಇಂದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಪಟ್ಟೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
Actually the question, Harsha sir, the question is since you are childhood friends, is what she was about.
How much I enjoyed working with Bhushan, I think this whole film was the best thing that happened.
No, sir, the question was, did he pay you in still childhood money with candies and all that, or did he really pay you money? That's what she wants to know.
Well, Ranbir can answer that question.
पूरे हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में he's the best paymaster. If somebody has to get paid, not just actors, anybody from technicians, crew, he is the best. So yeah, everybody got paid well.
Thank you everyone.
Okay, sir, yes, there's a question there. Hi sir, good evening. Don't worry, you can scream it out.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
So many people have been drawing parallels to Arjun Reddy and Arjun since it's the second film, and also because the characters in a way sort of resemble, Arjun Reddy and Preeti Shetty, right? So and even the dynamic. She said she's a sort of a carekeeper in the zoo of animals. So
Zookeepers.
Zookeeper, no problem. It's 9 o'clock, no problem. But you can say anything.
Yeah. So how much similarity is there between the two characters, Preeti Shetty and your character in this film? And also, is there a dynamic between you and Ranbir Kapoor, because we didn't see it in the trailer?
I think Geetanjali as a character is someone who knows the hero better than anyone else in the film. And she's grown up looking at him. She's just grown up with him, and she's married to him, and she's the mother of his children. So I think the intensity of their love cannot be compared to what Santhu has done before, because that was a different love story altogether. and this is a story about a family. It's not just like, of course, there's a lot of beautiful scenes or beautiful chemistry between Geetanjali and Hero. We haven't established the name yet, no?
I think that's a suspense that we want to keep for the view.
Okay.
Nobody knows my name yet.
Okay, so I'll just
Nobody
say
knows
Hero.
Bobby sir's name yet also.
See, that's a surprise that's going to come. But I think Geetanjali and the Hero have a beautiful relationship that you get to watch in the cinema. And what was the next question? And Anil sir, and okay. I think the conversations are so much more interesting and better and more open once the release of the film is done. So 5 months to go.
Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, before I pass the mic on, I want you all to promise me you will not hate me. Please, because we can only take 3 more questions, nothing personal, all of you I love, but we can only take 3 more questions. We'll go with the lady. Ma'am, please.
Hi, my question is to Ranbir.
Okay.
Hi Ranbir.
Hi.
I'm a great fan.
Thank you.
I know you have done some 19 movies so far before Animal. Just want to know, you have done all the roles wonderfully. Is there still a character or a role which you want to play, or a dream role, if I can say, that you have in your mind or want to play in future?
Lots of roles, but I think every film, I think I've done close to 20 films now in my 15-year career. And every film has been a surprise to me. It's not something that I had planned. It's because I was at the right place at the right time and the opportunity came at my door, like Bobby sir was saying, how this film came. But I really want to do 2 genres. I want to do a sports biopic of any sportsman, and I want to do the character of a soldier in a war film. I think these 2 films these 2 characters are something I want to explore.
Definitely. One more question.
Ma'am, no follow-ups, please. We have to go the second one. I'm going to go with the young man there. Yes, sir.
Hi Ranbir sir, Bobby sir, and Rashmika ma'am. Hi everyone. My name is Rakshit from RC Creations. I have written something, but I don't know what it is.
Would you like to take some time and come back tomorrow?
No one else. From Arjun Reddy to Kabir Singh, Sandeep Reddy Vanga has shown the animal. The character seems so real that Bobby Deol character looks like cannibal. I am a bloody surgeon to blood on screen.
So, 1 second. Are there any more bad words? Be careful.
No.
Live streaming is happening. Let us know in advance.
No.
We'll all close our ears. Okay, come on.
I am a bloody surgeon to blood on screen. Director made a statement so clean. From Em Matlatunama beat to Papa, I completed my medical degree. Pyar ka toxic relation or Bap or Bete ka toxic side. My life is Sandeep Reddy Vanga's movie. ఆయనని ఒకటి అడగాలనుకున్నా, మీకు నా ఆత్మచరిత్ర ఎలా తెలిసింది? విశ్వనాథంలో. From obsession to addiction, how life could be so catastrophic. We will witness the animal movie hit will be so gigantic.
इसको कोई अपने मार्केटिंग टीम में लो है। ये रिकॉर्ड करके ये कल बोलेंगे हम लोग। Great job. Thank you sir. That was amazing. Thank you for your effort.
I know poet, brother. What do you get?
He doesn't know it. He's a poet, he doesn't know it.
Yeah, no, he's a lyricist. Okay, yeah, you're a lyricist. Did you work on this film by any chance? Oh, okay. Audition also has happened, sir. Please note.
Yes, noted.
Okay, great. Brother, well done, yeah. Fantastic poetry. Last question, sir. Nimnes, the last question.
We'll come to you.
This is a special category.
Hi, Rashmika. Harsha from Ujjaywani newspaper.
Hi, sir.
5 language movie release ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ 5 language ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 4 language movies ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. So animal dubbing ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Animal dubbing Hindi, Kannada, Telugu. So language ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
Awesome.
Lots of Italy, Vijay Bhava.
One last question that we have. It's going to be asked by the oldest member of this audience, who will have to stand on the couch for us all to see. Please stand on the couch, no worries at all. What is your name? Please ask us the question.
My name is Kashmi and this question is for Ranbir sir.
Hello, ma'am. What is your question?
When you
Which publication are you from? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
when you travel like this, doesn't your kid miss you?
When I travel,
Around like this, doesn't your kid miss you?
I hope she does. I miss her a hell lot. Like, I've been away since morning and all I can think of is her. Thankfully, nowadays with technology, you have that app which has a camera, so you can always see her like you're watching Big Boss or something. So I'm always on that. I'm always FaceTiming my wife and saying, show me, show me, show me. So yeah, I miss her a lot and I love her a lot. And I'm exactly how much that's your mama? Yeah, how much your mama misses you and how much you miss your mama? Same for me also. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just take his question. It's those two questions last.
Okay, we'll take this. Yes, sir, please.
He has to go because it's 9 o'clock, so let's make it fast. It's not a nocturnal animal. We are staying in this hotel only, so we can go all night.
Oh, no worries. I was hired for 1 hour, but no. So, please.
Hi, sir.
One more question. Okay, we'll let him finish. Are you okay with that?
Sure, sure.
When is Sandeep sir gonna make movies for only children and not only for adults?
Fine, we'll get Sandeep sir's elder brother to answer that.
I will inform him. We'll see how it goes. Because as of now, he doesn't have any stories which are related to children. But like, whenever you are 18 years, you can watch. And,
how old are you? How old are you?
8.
You have just 10 years left to watch this film.
Yeah. His next movie is called Farm Animal. Where there's a talking duck, a little chicken in it.
you can watch this movie on satellite TV where you have a UAE version. So it won't be that bad.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit, but that's okay. Ask Papa what it means. Alright. Come, sir, yes, please.
Hi, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. Ranbir sir, you look dashing and Rashmika ma'am ಸಗದ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. And Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Bobby sir sexy.
Very good.
Yes, ನಾನು anchor Ekantha Goda from ನಮ್ಮ KFI channel. Sir, my question is to Ranbir sir. So basically, we are doing a pan-India movies nowadays. So we are all called as Indian film industries, and I can see the South is collabing with the Bollywood. So do you think more movies has to come like this? And my one more question is to Rashmika ma'am. When are you ಮತ್ತೆ come back ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? So I want to go with Ranbir sir.
Yeah, pan-India is the new term, but I feel this is the Tamil industry. We had Telugu speaking technicians and actors, we had Punjabi speaking actors. So I think it's all about bringing all the cultures together and making the best movie possible. So Pan-India is just a term. Like a few years back there was a 100 crore club, now there's Pan-India, soon there will be Pan-World, where even Hollywood is watching our movies, and I think that's the goal, that today our films are doing 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores. Tomorrow our films like Avatar will do $1 billion, which will be 8,000 and 10,000 crores. So I think our country, India, is such a growing economy, such a growing country. I think the boundaries are limitless for us. It's just going to get more and more.
ನನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾವ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಯಾವ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೊಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದೊಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಸೂನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Awesome. One more excited lady. Yes, madam. This is the last question. 1 second. Let's all give her a round of applause, please. This is the last question for the night. Madam, please ask.
Firstly, Ranbir sir, all our love is for you. And when we see animal trailer, the one thing with which grabs more attention is fathers and son love, Tande Magana Preeti. So, with all the dignitaries' permission and everyone's permission, I want Ranbir sir to just repeat a sentence in Kannada after me that expresses father's love.
It will be my honor. But don't make a fool out of me and make me say something else, huh?
No, that's a very small sentence.
Okay.
Appa,
Appa,
neenandare ನನಗೆ panchaprana.
Panchaprana.
And one more sentence because this is November and we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava the whole month. Kannada Rajyotsavada ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. Thank you so much, sir. I think it will be a great pleasure to hear this. All your Kannada fans will be very happy. Thank you so much, sir. We love you.
Thank you. Yes. No, please do sit down 1 second. It's not done yet. Thank you very much. Also, yes. Also, I'm sure even every editors ಎಲ್ಲ busy ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇದನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು sentence ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನ. Last edit. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. All right. Now we have the entire cast and crew here, but there's one more person who's been silently sitting in the background, didn't want the limelight, but he is the man for the pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Shiv Chanana on stage as well, please. Sir, please join us. So we're going to have a nice group picture right now. There are any people in the front, just don't run around so that you're going to come together closer. How do you want this to be? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Done. ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಬರ್ತಾರಂತ. ड्रामा में दिल दिखाते थे. Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the cast and crew of Animal a big round of applause once again. All the very best. They will be very successful. All the best, sir. Thank you.